What's up, guys? Welcome back to InvestingPH. Today is the end of the month and it's another portfolio update. So I will show you guys how my portfolio is doing and a little bit of update on what happened in the stock market this month of July. So without a minute to waste, let's start. First of all, I would like to thank you guys for really supporting my channel. It's now almost 4 months ever since I started posting videos, and we are now in the progress of being monetized. Don't know how long that would take for Google AdSense and YouTube to review my channel. Anyway, so ads are coming up, guys. Really, thank you for all your support. Before we unravel again my humble portfolio, do press that like button first. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, you might as well click on the subscribe button as well. For those new to my channel, to further understand how I started investing, do watch my other portfolio reveal video. I started investing in July of 2019, so it was just months before the crash. What luck! And it looks like it's my 2-year anniversary of investing this month. Anyway, so my portfolio after this month of July is in the negative again, guys. Wow, negative 61,304. Anyway, this is not the worst I've seen my portfolio. Way back March or April last year was the worst. Negative 120k plus, I think. And my invested money back then was only 400 to 500k. Going back, now this is with the dividends reinvested. My total invested money is only 905,100. So my total negative is only 3.65. Like that improves anything, right? Anyway, what's more satisfying than seeing the stocks you bought go down again and again? I know it sounds a little bit odd, but this gives me more opportunity to buy even more of that wonderful company. But then you realize you have no more capital to invest with. The pain of watching the stocks you want to invest on sale and you're still waiting for your salary. Really painful, guys. It's like being served with food and asked to just look at it. Anyway, this July really took a toll on the market and my portfolio as well. I see a lot of you guys comment the same problem of not having cash on hand during a sale. Well, a lot of stocks in the BSE had been on sale ever since last year. So I think a lot of us really doesn't have enough cash for such a long period of sale. It's really one hell of a roller coaster ride. That's why this is what I really like about having a buy below price of the stocks you've analyzed. At least whenever I have available cash on hand, I just choose the cheapest stock in my watch list. Or for example, my priority this past months is to increase my dividend stocks. So I'm choosing the cheapest high dividend yield stocks in my watch list. This explains why I'm still not buying other stocks with low dividend yield that pass my checklist, since I'm focusing on dividend value stocks as of the moment. Since my goal anyway is to retire from my dividends, what best way to buy great dividend paying companies than right now? Although most companies' dividends stayed the same since their price went down, their yield increased even though the company didn't increase their dividends. Moving on, a lot of factors played in causing stocks to go down this month, like the Fitch downgrading its rating towards our country, and of course, the new Delta variant entering our country, and has now caused again another community quarantine. This in turn took a toll on our stocks, with investors growing weary in investing because of all of this uncertainty. Companies would also be affected since with the stricter rules again, most outdoor activities will be put into a halt. Restaurants, malls, transport, etc. are all affected. I have a video about this. If you want to watch it, there's a link above. Anyway, even with all these uncertainties, I would still do my usual, invest and invest in the companies I have researched, since I know those companies would be able to survive this pandemic. That's why again and again, research first before you invest. Really guys, even with all that is happening in my portfolio on the negative side, I don't even feel a tiny bit of stress about it. Although I feel some form of stress every month since I'm again showing a negative portfolio to you guys. But for me, as an individual, zero stress, since I trust the companies I invest in. Although I am not saying I'm 100% sure of the companies I invest in. Again, nothing is certain in the stock market. But since I know their financials and evaluated them to my utmost capabilities, then that's how I gain the trust towards the companies I invest in. With that, I can sleep well at night knowing they would survive all of this. Going back to my portfolio, these are the percentage of the stocks I hold. So Megaworld right now has taken up the largest percentage because this company has really been battered ever since 2019. This is still pre-pandemic. I would still buy more if I still have extra cash after I invest in those dividend stocks, which I'm focusing right now. But sadly, I don't have extra cash. Its price right now has really gone down. Again, although I hold a number of stocks, I didn't do this for the sake of diversifying my investments. It just so happened to reach this number since, like what I said a while ago, I just buy the cheapest company I see in my watch list. This explains why some companies' percentage is higher compared to the other. Now, these are the percentage per sector. Holding companies has now equaled real estate as the largest percentage in my portfolio. This is with the new addition of LT Group in the holding sector, at which I will explain later. So my prediction by the end of August, I think holding companies would now take on the lead as the largest percentage in my portfolio. Next, these are the total dividends I got. Overall, for the 2 years I've been investing, I got 32,559 peso of dividends. This year, it's at 23,679 and we still have a couple of months to go. And Asia United Bank and AC already announced their dividend payout. I think Globe would still give 2 rounds of dividends, really hoping for that. Not sure if Double Dragon REIT would pay out more dividends this year, also hoping for that. Don't know if Security Bank would pay out in November since they usually pay twice per year. Really sad that Cebu Pacific was hit so hard. Anyway, no one expected that there's a pandemic lurking around the corner. No one has a crystal ball to predict that. For LTG, so far they've only paid 3 times this year. In their history, they pay dividends 4 times a year. So I'm hoping also that they would pay out their 4th dividend so I could get some of it. For me, this is my favorite part of investing, which is the dividends, because this is passive income, guys. Just imagine, I'm now earning 2,000 peso a month without doing anything. Anyway, I know it's still small, but this really makes me happy that I'm seeing my progress. Comparing it to the previous years, 2019 was only 161 peso and 2020 almost 9k. This year almost 24k and there are still more to come. Really, even though this is still small, it's still progress for me. Moving on, the stocks I bought this month are: first, Mega World bought it at 3.08. Then it went down more. Although 3.08 is a good price, but my goodness, today's price is much more lower. If only I have more money. Anyways, still bought it at a cheap price, no harm done. The reason I'm not buying more of Mega World is because I'm buying LTG, which has a high dividend yield, and for my valuation is really way undervalued. Now I know there has been an issue about Lishotan's son lately, but for me, LTG is still a great company. Its present leaders are still the one governing it. So I'm now buying from 11.10 down to 10.14 and would still buy next week when the market opens again since its price is still going down. It's really exciting when I see the company I want to invest in go down. Imagine, cheaper price, great company, great dividends yearly. What a great combo. Anyway, the third company I've bought is FLI. So a bit of correction, I invested in FLI first before LTG. Their price is still in my buy below price, and I have high hopes after this pandemic, they would go back to their original dividend payout. Now for their upcoming REIT, I don't think I would invest in it since I have a large position in their parent company. Anyway, if in the future FLI REIT's price is down, then let's see if I would buy it. But now I'm focusing my attention to LTG. Their products are really great. If you want to watch my analysis of the 3 that I bought, there's a link in the description below. Now this is the monthly performance of my portfolio from way back July of 2019, and for the red line, the performance of the index in the same time frame as when I started investing. So this graph was made by tracking the total returns of my portfolio every end of the month and tracking as well the index. With this, we can see the index is still down negative 23.25 while my portfolio is down negative 3.65. Now, some of you have also asked how much I invest monthly. So far, for the 2 years I've been investing, my average monthly invested money is 29,190. Now, my computation for the average invested money is from the start of when I started working, not from when I started investing. I've been working for 2.5 years now. Will be 3 years in January of next year. So I just divided my overall invested money with the number of months I have been working, which is 31 months. Just a quick info about me, I am 25 years old. And right now, I'm really trying to push to have an average invested money of 30,000 above. I am currently investing 82% of my earned income. So the other 18% goes to paying off car maintenance, my VUL, internet, and other daily necessities. And if ever in the future this channel will grow, 100% of the income I get from here would also be invested. I'm not that type of person to increase my way of living whenever my salary increases, so every excess money would also be invested. Although my process is kinda slow compared to others, I really believe in slow and steady wins the race. Just need to be consistent in what I do. I really want to retire early, guys. Not really retired, I would still work, but that sense of relief that even at home or while sleeping, you can survive your whole life because of the passive income you are generating. That is my dream, and I won't wait to reach 60 years old before I retire. I want to reach it at a much younger age. Anyway, to end this month, I would share to you guys a quote from the author of one of my favorite books, which is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. The magic is doing the simple things repeatedly and long enough to ignite the miracle of the compound effect. This quote is not only for investing, but also for your everyday lives. Like in the stock market, you really have to be disciplined and consistent in order to achieve the compound effect of your returns. You don't withdraw and withdraw the returns you get. No, you reinvest it over and over again, especially the dividends you get. I see a lot of people do this big mistake. They withdraw the dividends. Dividends in the long run, if compounded year after year, will play a big role in your overall returns. And whenever you sell a stock, don't get the returns as well. Invest it again. This is how compounding will work for you. The returns you get is earning interest again and again for you. And like I said, this code does not apply for investing only. In your everyday life, if you want to improve yourself, you have to do it consistently, repeating it day after day. This is one big problem. Most people want to change, but whenever they tell themselves they would improve, it would only last for days or weeks. How can you make that a habit? Or how can your good traits compound if you just do it for a short period of time? And I tell you, your everyday habits will also affect your investing journey, because if you lack the discipline to be consistent, chances are you won't be able to be consistent in your investing strategy as well. I hope you guys liked the video. Again, I would be doing this portfolio update every end of the month. My reason why I'm showing my portfolio, because for me, this is a great way to reach people to invest. I'm showing you guys how a normal investor is doing in his monthly investing journey, that it's not always rainbows and butterflies. There are also down months and years. Also, you can learn from the investing mistakes I make. If you see one, then you can improve your strategy based on other people's experience. So I think that's about it. If you haven't yet liked the video, do so right now. And if somehow my video helped you out and you aren't yet subscribed, this is the time for that. So thank you again for everyone's support for the channel. See you guys in the next video.